Hello Scorpio, welcome to Monarch Intuition, and today I'm going to be doing your February 2023 mid-monthly check-in reading for you. So if you're new to my channel, what I like to do is I like to pull one major arcana to see the energy and then clarify with a different deck. So what major arcana needs to come out for the sign of Scorpio? What do we need to know for you? We have the High Priestess, so hindsight being 2020, sitting at the crossroads right here. Now, when I see the High Priestess, this does let us look at the scroll of our life and kind of see where we have gone wrong and what led us to our current situation, or what we've done right that led us to the current situation. So the right-hand path, the left-hand path, seeing, at both sides of enlightenment, what went wrong or what went right. Now, this is also a time for reflection to see what you can possibly do for the future, right? Looking at past mistakes and saying, okay, now I'm wiser, I don't want to do that again. Now let's look at the High Priestess energy. I'm going to be using the Revelations Tarot. This deck does have reversals. So what's going on with the High Priestess? What do we need to know for you? So we have the Magician, we have the King of Pentacles in reversed, and we have the Two of Wands. Okay. So with the Magician energy, this is about manifestation and trying to reach your hopes and dreams right here. With the King of Pentacles, it seems like you've kind of reached the pinnacle of something, but you don't want that anymore. You're saying, you know what? I looked at how I manifested this. I've looked at what I've done within my life, and I'm kind of bored with it. I want this new opportunity with this Two of Wands. But before you make a decision to go off on this new opportunity, do you really want that? Have new opportunities always kind of set you behind? Have they hurt you in the past? This is a time to be wise about a situation, not rushing into something because you were bored, because you want something else. Okay, so let's look at this Magician energy. What do we need to know? We have the Fool and the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Sneaking off to a new opportunity. We have the Ten of Pentacles and the Fool again, so wanting a new opportunity, it seems like. Yeah. The Ace of Wands coming out, wanting a new opportunity, being presented with one. And a Tower. Okay. Now, here's the thing. The Tower doesn't always have to be bad. It's just kind of like, boom, here's this new opportunity for you. You didn't see it coming. It kind of shocks you. You're very surprised when it comes up. This is kind of like the Magician's wand. You know, he has all four elements sitting on his table, and he has everything that he needs in front of him to start something new, to do something new. And this is kind of like looking at yourself saying, I have everything possible right here, but I want to kind of shake things up. Now, is that a good thing for you? The High Priestess coming out again. Do you really want to shake things up? Look at how you've shaken things up within your past. Has it always worked out for you? I mean, it's always balanced out for you with the Two of Pentacles coming out. It seems like you've shaken things up for excitement just because you can. They seem to balance out. At the same time, is that really what you want with the King of Pentacles? Are you really just that bored? You have the Nine of Wands in the World. It's kind of like you're looking at the world because you've completed a cycle right here. You're recovering from a situation, or you have recovered from it. And you're looking back on it. It's like, I kind of want to go around the world again. I want to do that again. It's, let's twist again like we did last summer. And I just don't know if that's a good opportunity. You have the Two of Wands coming out, Wheel of Fortune, and the Five of Cups. Here's the thing, with any new opportunity, it's always going to have its ups and downs. It's kind of like getting a new job. It might seem exciting at first, and then you're going to have your bad days. Then you're going to have your good days. And it's always one of those things. It's like the grass is not greener on the other side of the fence just because it looks greener. Sometimes they like spray painted it. So do you want to get off of your throne because you're falling asleep? Do you really just want to shake things up that badly? Are things really that wrong with you? Or are you just that, content? What's going on with that? You have the Queen of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. It's like you're emotionally happy, you're working hard, and it seems like you're physically happy or you're trying to reach this, but at the same time, it's just, I'm not saying you're ungrateful right here. I'm not. I'm just kind of like a midlife crisis. And you can have a midlife crisis even like when you're younger, okay? Like, I just call them crises, right? Like, what else is there? What else is there to do? I can't go any further than this. Is this really all that there is? I want some excitement, but I know how excitement, it comes with its struggles, it comes with its heartaches, it comes with its ups and its downs. So what should you do? Well, I guess that's really up to you. What else is coming in for Scorpio? That's that storyline. What else is going on for you? You have the Knight of Wands and the Magician. You're just manifesting a new desire. You're wanting to see something. You're seeing this knight come towards you, and it's like, this is what I want. I manifested this. I brought this into my life. I've worked for it. But the Four of Swords, it means you leave peace, though. Queen of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Hierophant. Okay, so as the reader, I think you're going to do what you want to do. Okay. As the reader right here, I'm just supposed to illuminate to you the guidance for you. All right. I'm not supposed to try to make this new decision for you. I'm just trying to tell you, you will always have ups and downs within your life. Okay. But you can choose to stay on the right path with the Hierophant energy. It's more traditional. It's more Taurus energy. Doing things that are slow moving. Even if you say move across the country or move across the world and you get that job and you unpack all of your stuff and you're finally, sitting down in your new apartment or your house or whatever, you're going to have those moments where you're like, oh, okay, well, I guess I did it again. And, I mean, that's life. So I wouldn't sacrifice peace for a new opportunity because you have everything you want where you are, but you're upset about that. But if you do want that for yourself, I do see it being a successful venture. It's just going to have its down points. You have the Lovers, you have the Three of Cups, and you have the Eight of Cups. I think it's because you've reached a plateau, all right? You've reached a plateau within your life. It's kind of like you've hit a certain point and you know that the universe is telling you to move forward, but your hindsight is 2020, like, I know it's time for me to move on. And it's kind of like Mary Poppins, all right? Mary Poppins comes into people's lives, she fixes it up, but she has all the tools at her disposal, and she's like, all right, well, have a great life, kids, bye. And then she flies off on her little parasol or whatever. And that's what this is it's like you have your own magic carpet bag and you have all these little skills and all these things that you can do. And you're saying, well, I've helped these people out right here with this Three of Cups. I've come in and I've fixed everything. Now it's time for me to go off on a new path. And here's the thing. You're going to find that Ten of Cups because the Five of Cups does have the Two of Cups behind him. It's just like learning to say, goodbye, let go of things. How do you do that? How does one, feel good about a new situation when you feel... I'm sorry if you can hear my stomach growling. How do you move past this new situation? Eight of Wands, Page of Wands, the Three of Pentacles. It's like a new opportunity is coming in. People see you, they like your work. You're looking good right here. You're looking fine. People are looking at this page wondering how Paige has all of this mastery, all of this knowledge to a situation. How can you craft this? Well, because it's like you're a magician. You've been through the ups and downs. You know the cycles. Well, at least the magician in this sense right here. The magician is like an archetype of everything, right? Like creation of everything. How do you... you seem to be a master of a couple of skills, maybe even 3 skills right here, and you blend them harmoniously. The Empress coming out, yeah, it's a very beautiful energy. You seem to be abundant. It's like whatever you touch, It's that Mary Poppins touch. You just walk into situations and you fix them, and people like that. And now sometimes it's sad to say goodbye, but you know you have to go on to a new thing, knowing that that new opportunities will have its ups and downs. But it's as long as you're following divine guidance right here, I feel like it's from the universe. I feel like it's from God with that Hierophant energy. Because I feel like the reason you have all of these new opportunities, this ability to move forward, this ability to like create and whatnot, it's because you're following a divine purpose, you're following your divine path. And sometimes it's, you know, about moving forward. Four of Cups coming in with a wish energy, with the Five of Wands. You just want to go back out there and fight. You just want to, you're seeing the opportunity, a wish that's coming in that's allowing you to go back out there to that Five of Wands energy. So that way you can come back with that Nine of Wands energy saying, I overcame it. But it seems like at the same time, if you look at it really, it's the same thing over and over. It's the Fool. It's, you complete a cycle with the Fool. You go all the way through the major and the minor arcana. You end up back on the Fool. You go through Judgment, you go through the World, and there's the Fool again. Then you go back to, you know, point one. And let's see, we have the Magician coming out. We have the World. It's the same thing. You're doing the same thing over and over again. You're going to have your ups. You're going to have your downs. You're going to go back to the center point. But I feel like this new opportunity that you want to do, it's going to be beautiful and abundant. But at the same time, just understand that once you reach a certain plateau, you're going to look at it and say, I'm Mary Poppins and I need to go off and do something else. The Knight of Pentacles. You fixed it. You're meticulous. You crafted whatever this is. But Three of Swords, yeah. With the Judgment energy, you had Judgment on the World. Judgment on the World saying, hey, it's time for this cycle to end. You go to the Fool, you reconsolidate, you look back on the World again, saying, I want to do another leap. You go back into the Magician energy. Knight of Cups, and I feel like it's coming in with the Ten of Cups. I feel like it's, you know, a happy ending right here. You have another cycle coming through that ends on a happy note for you. But I kind of feel like it's, you know, learning how to let go. The King of Pentacles with the Knight of Swords, Seven of Wands. King of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Seven of Wands. Push back against really fast-moving action, though. Like, if it's, like, really, really fast, seems too good to be true, and it's, like, say, a really big downgrade within your life, because that's the whole point, is that these cycles are supposed to move you forward and up, right? They're not supposed to keep you... You're not supposed to reach a plateau, right, and then go back down. You're supposed to reach a plateau and continue to move upward. And so it's kind of like, do you really leave this $100,000 a year job to take this $50,000 a year job just because you're bored? Or do you wait until there's that $150,000 a year job that looks more exciting? You're like, that's the one I want to go for. That's where I can clean up those messes. I'm going to get paid more, better life, and to move? Absolutely. Ten of Wands, letting go of the burden for victory right here. Don't go back and do, you know, what you did before. Move forward and have the victory. Drop the burdens of the past and say, hey, the cycles are supposed to get better for me. They're not supposed to get worse. Putting myself in bad situations is, you know, a detriment to my life. You're not supposed to go backwards. And even if your happiness depends on it, like, for example, people will say, I'm so much happier that I left that job. Okay, that's great. But at the same time, you should have everything put into account. Because when you don't have the money coming in and then your money dries up, all of a sudden you start to panic. You're used to living this one lifestyle, because when we get more money, we spend more money. It happens. You're used to living this way, now all of a sudden you have to live this way. Yes, you're happier doing your job, but you're making less money. So stay at this place for a little bit, even though you're bored. Start saving up and saying, when I go into this new situation, when I go into this new opportunity, I'm going to have it, you know, I'm going to make sure it works for me. It's kind of like, say you want to do a YouTube channel. I always tell people when they say, how do you make a YouTube channel? What do you do? Always get to your 1,000 subscribers first, and always get to your 4,000 hours watch time first before you quit your job. And even before that, you should probably be working towards, you know, that 3,000, that 5,000 count before you quit your job. Now, if you leave your work and you throw yourself into it 100%, you know, you can grow really quickly. But the problem is that you still have to have your watch time hours before you make money. You have to have 4,000 hours before you make money and your 1,000 subscriber count. So it behooves you to make sure you have all these things set up before you throw yourself into this, because when you throw yourself into something and it seems like something that you truly want and truly desire, you can get also burnt out on that situation fairly quickly, even if it's something you like to do. So maybe you just want to do it as a hobby. I don't really know, but you need to take a look at why you're bored before you just start taking things that seem fast and fun that could potentially be a downgrade to what you're doing. All right, so if it's an upgrade though, just understand that that also has its cycles, its ups and its downs. Inspiration. You have inspiration coming out and you have protection. I feel like you are protected within this new cycle. Just make sure that you're inspired. Make sure that, you know, everything is good for you. Make sure you have what you need. Nature gems and La Luna. It could be something as simple as, say you want to start a farm, right? Like that's your goal. Your goal is that you want to leave the city and you want to start a farm. Well, while you're working at this job, whatever, buy that piece of property and start paying it off. And here's the thing, when you get a farm, you're going to need a tractor and you're going to need, you know, a barn, and you're going to need whatever. So don't just quit your day job to jump into this new situation, because it will be a downgrade, because it's going to blow through all your money really quickly, because you'll need a tractor, you'll need a trailer, you need a truck, you'll need animals, you need feed, it costs a lot of money, you need a barn, you need to make sure you can insulate things, you need to make sure all these other things, you have to buy the seeds to grow stuff, you have to, it's a lot. So, you know, don't just throw yourself into something not knowing what it is. Slowly work your way towards that. When you get a new opportunity, just slowly start accumulating what you want and saying, this is what I'm going to do. Put a little here, put a little here. You know, make sure you got that barn, make sure you got that tractor, that trailer, whatever. Okay? And then when you're ready, once you start seeing, hey, everything's coming together, I think I have everything that I need, you should probably still try out before you quit, because it's really hard. You have to, it's a lot of weather work. Observant and custodianship. Okay, so with this observant energy and this custodianship energy, observe things, understand that, you know, sometimes it's all about cleaning up messes. Sometimes you're observing and cleaning up people's problems. But eventually you will move on to something new. You have alchemy, that could be that magician energy and that unseen energy. You're going to be moving towards something new. Something is being manifested, something that you can't see yet. Something's on the horizon, something that's coming in. Just make sure you like it. Skull of Flowers, creating through the ashes. Brambrack, sweetness and synergy. I feel like, you know, even if you have left a situation, even if you're starting to feel sad about that, there's a sweetness, there's a synergy you can continue to create through the ashes right here. You can say, hey, I'm going to start something new. I'm going to release negative mindsets of the past. I'm going to see what the future holds for me with the sweetness and synergy, because that's what the future is. It's like baking a cake, and then some people get a coin out of the cake, some people get a ring out of the cake, you know. It's kind of like a birthday cake piñata. So Nadha's needs, self-restraint, disappointment, avoidance of greed, patience, simplification, asceticism, transcendence, and the soul. So maybe you really need to stay where you are. Even if there's a new opportunity, just be patient, simplify the situation. Focus on internal work right here, internal, you know, healing. Joy and happiness, harmony and partnerships, positive family relationships, and good teamwork. And granted, you know what? It could just be because of the winter. It could just all be because, like, you know, you're been cooped up inside, you're tired, you want something new, you want to go, you know, whatever. But everyone's cooped up inside because it's wintertime and it's cold and no one likes being outside. So, unless you have to be. I mean, it's not fun to be outside in the cold. So, you know, it's all about just, I feel like February and March are really difficult months for people on the emotional level, because you start to get depressed. You know, if you can take vitamin D, take your vitamin D, take your vitamin K, because you need them both together. D3 and vitamin K. Take your, you know, your vitamin C, start taking care of your body, get a sun lamp. If you suffer from seasonal affective disorder, get a sun lamp, okay? They will really change your life. So I just feel like, you know, you'll need to look forward to the spring. And that's right around the corner, okay? And maybe that's what this is all about. It's a changing of seasons, because Mary Poppins left with the change of the seasons, right? A season is ending, a new one's beginning, a new cycle, a new year, you know, whatever. So, and it's always kind of funny. I always felt like they should have put Christmas a little bit later in the year. Like, I always felt like Christmas should have been, like, for the West, like January 28th. Because you have nothing to look forward to in January and February or March. I guess Easter, but no, I guess that's in April. Yeah, you really have nothing to look forward to. It's just this cold, drab, damp, miserable time. And everyone's like, ugh, okay. So, anyway, Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll talk to you later.